to Shannon Confidential. I am Shannon, your host, and Shannon Confidential is a podcast where we have a conversation about life, love, and everything in between. And right now there is just so much in between. We all have the same issues: family, friends, work, not working. Doesn't matter your income, doesn't matter your color, doesn't matter your religious or even political preference. We are all the same. So I would like to take a moment as I finish up this third part of Stressed Out to make an honest and full disclosure to all of you watching. This podcast, this particular show, is about being stressed out. And some of the things that stress us out is media and social media. By no means, me talking about this, am I saying that I am oblivious to what is going on in the world. I may clearly have not experienced some of the horrific things that I would like to say, my other human beings on this earth have had to suffer through, and my heart breaks. My heart breaks. I don't pretend to know, but I will tell you I understand. I am here to learn. I can see your pain. I feel your pain. But I don't know what I don't know, and I'm doing my best to know. That's all I can give you is my best. There is so much suffering out there, and there is so much anger, and I'm not saying it's not valid. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. What I'm saying is I see you, and I see it, and I'm aware of it, and I want to be a better person because of it. I want the pain and that suffering to stop so we can all come together as one race, as one group of human beings on this one earth while we're here. It's not too late. We just all have to come together to get there. And that's going to take a lot of work. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. As I move forward through this podcast and about being stressed out and the media and social media, it is by no means throwing a blind eye to what is going on. I am not saying anybody's wrong. I am talking about the science of stress and how it affects our bodies. And right now it is an insanely stressful time for very good reasons. But that's all I'm talking about right now as I move forward, is the science behind the stress. I am not saying what you're doing or what is being done or the way you feel or what you feel is right or wrong or what party line you side with or what religious side you're on. I'm not saying any of that is right or wrong. To me, that is not what this is about. It is about the science of stress on your body. And I want to make that very clear. I support humans. I support all races. I support happiness and kindness and treating each other with respect. And I mostly support learning from the mistakes of our past. But what I want to do is make you healthier while we do this. So moving forward, media has a great deal of bad effects on our stress level. It's 24/7 and it's in your face and it's bias. Part of us coming together as one is not being manipulated by the media with their agenda, showing you what they want you to see so you vote a certain way or you like a certain party or you like a certain religion. Whatever it is, the media is biased and the media will manipulate it. And watching that 24/7 in our homes, that gets in your brain and that stresses the hell out of you. Sometimes you don't know when you're being manipulated. Sometimes you want so badly to believe in that one reporter that you've watched for years that you don't want to believe they're giving you a false narrative. But they are. And I'm not giving you my political decision. I'm just giving you the facts. We are trying so hard to overcome so much. But that's really, really hard with the very people that we're allowing into our homes are giving us false information. How do we come together when we're being fed bullshit? Who's got the courage to just report both sides? Who's got the courage to say, that guy got it right. Wouldn't vote for him, but he got it right. Or that guy, I wouldn't vote for him, but he's got a set of brass ones, and I respect that. Who's got the courage to look us all in the eye as we allow them into our homes every night and tell the truth, to not have an agenda, to be a real journalist, to do what's right? I don't know anyone. And don't say your station or that station, because they all manipulate us. They all tell us what they want us to hear, not what we want to hear, what they want us to hear. And if they say it enough, they're hoping and counting on you believing it. We as a people need to be smarter. We as a people need to be stronger. We as a people need to stop allowing that. If we don't allow pedophiles into our home, why would we allow someone to come in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and manipulate the hell out of us? Why don't you say no? Not interested. Give me the truth. I want to hear what my other brothers and sisters think is wrong. I want to hear their point of view, even if it's something I don't agree with. Knowledge makes you stronger and smarter. We need to listen to each other, not just the person we agree with, not just the person who's going to yes us to death. We need to hear the other side. When was the last time your kids got mad at you for something and they did something that got them grounded and you didn't say, I don't care, you're grounded? No, you have to hear their side. You have to hear the reason why they said what they said or they did what they did. And you have to hear the reason to know maybe what they said or they did was a mistake. Just grounding them and not even listening to it doesn't help the mistake. It doesn't do anything to better that child. Listen to what they said. Help them through the mistake. Let them know the changes they could make in the future to not make that mistake again. Just shutting them out because you don't want to hear it. Isn't that what the world's been doing? And it's gotten us nowhere. Where's the conversation? We watch people on the news allegedly have conversations. They allegedly have both sides of the table doing an interview. And what do? They scream so much at each other, you don't even know what they're talking about. And that's taking your stress level, throwing it through the roof. And you're grinding the hell out of your teeth. So Vogue has to write an article about how to use Botox to stop grinding your teeth like this. Why does the fact that someone disagrees with you make you angry? Ask yourself that question. Why does that make you angry? Why does it make someone angry that they disagree with you? Why can't we agree to disagree? Why is that not possible? And why can't we disagree but find a way to work together? It's a give and take. Why don't you give and I give, and if we both give enough, then we can find a happiness and a mutual relationship. We can have that conversation. It can't be all you all the time, and it can't be all me all the time. We have to live in a give and take world where we can function as one and not be manipulated by the media who wants us to function the way they want us to function. They will cover the protests when a fight's about to break out, or they will cover protests when the looting and rioting and fires are being started and the world is in chaos. But where are they when people are protesting peacefully? When the most people are watching? It's like tumbleweeds. There's no one covering the good. The media only covers the bad, and there is more good people in the world than there are bad. So why are the bad the only ones we're seeing? Because the media wants it that way. They get ratings, they get sponsorships, they get money when we're acting chaotic because they think people are going to watch that. I'm not saying turn off your TVs. I'm not saying don't educate yourself to what's going on in the world. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is educate yourself with the truth. Don't rely on the news to give it to you. It won't. Go have a conversation with someone of a different color, of a different race, of a different religion, of a different sex. Have that. You have the courage to have that conversation. You cannot rely on media to bring you the truth. They're not going to do it. It's not in their benefit. That's not what they do. That's not what they do anymore. They once did. There once was a fairness doctrine. I don't know if it still exists, but it seems to me to be blown to shit. Where's the fairness? Where's the fairness in covering happy people that want to do right in the world? And I was part of one of the protests. I marched with my fellow Americans. I did not care of the color. There are horrible acts that are done by American people, and that has to stop. It has to stop, but you have to be willing to step up and do your own research. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you see. Don't do it. Be smarter. Don't just believe because your friend on Facebook told you or because someone you trust in the media reported it. You have to do the work. You have to find the truth. Until someone steps up and has the courage to do it, you're going to have to do it on your own. There's no accountability. We don't hold our media to an honest accountability. We just don't. There's an agenda, and we're watching their agenda. What's your agenda? Is your agenda the truth? Get to the truth. Don't watch the celebrity that maybe is taking this horrible situation that the world is in and using it to donate to this or donate to that. I'm not saying don't donate. What I'm saying is, why, if it was so important, why didn't you do it a year ago? Ask yourself, where were you then? With media and social media being in our faces 24/7, it is stressing us to death. Our bodies are not meant to handle that. It's not. It's making us depressed. It's making us angry. It's making us sick. And all of that is impairing our ability to communicate with each other because we're so angry and are filling ourselves with so much hatred for our fellow man that the walls of communication are going down because our stress levels are going up. And at some point, you have to make that decision on how you educate yourself, how much TV you watch. You do have to put your health into consideration. We are better people when we take care of ourselves and we take care of each other, and we eliminate the bad in our lives. If you think of media and social media as a high-fat diet, a diet full of fat and grease and stuff that's going to kill our arteries and just destroy us and kill us, we would make changes immediately. We don't want to die. So we need to make social media and media changes. When it comes to social media, we existed before it. We existed before filters. We existed before likes. We existed before we knew we had 500,000 friends. We did just fine. And you will do just fine not knowing those numbers or not caring about them. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. How many of them will be there when you need them? How many of them share your same space or will sit next to you even if they disagree with you? How many of your friends will love you for being different? Those are your friends, not the people listed on your social media. The ones who love you anyway. The ones who will see you through a mistake. The ones who will talk to you to help you understand their point of view. And the ones that will accept the fact that maybe you just love each other even though you agree to disagree. How many of your social media friends can you honestly say would do that? Very few. Shoot, maybe some of your family members aren't even able to do that. So remember who you're calling your friends. Remember whose likes really matter. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to look like someone else. Don't stress out because someone's got more friends or they're skinnier or what they're posting looks better than you. It's all a false narrative. You're only seeing what someone wants you to see. I've mentioned this in my past podcasts. You don't see when I'm sad when my kids are mad at me. You'll never see it. But to be completely honest, it happens. I cry. I'm never going to post about it. Does that mean in a way maybe I'm manipulating you with my Facebook page? Because you're only seeing the parts I want you to see? Yeah, you're probably right. Well, media is no different. They're only showing you the parts that they want you to see. It is a high stressful time in this world. And it's time to take ourselves and our health into various serious awareness. I'm not saying don't watch what's going on in the world. Oh, hell, you better be watching it with your eyes wide open. But what I'm saying is, have your eyes wide open. Don't just see the parts you want to see. Don't just watch the part that agrees with you. Don't just believe somebody is saying something because that's the part you want to believe. Have the courage to watch what you don't want to see. Have the courage to listen to what you don't want to hear. And do not have the fear of someone disagreeing with you. That's how the world goes around. That's how we solve problems. We solve them by hearing every side and figuring it out together on how to work together to move forward. We did not come this far with one set of views. And we're too smart not to realize that. Social media and media that causes depression, causes envy, it causes you to feel inadequate, fear of exclusion, anxiety, bullying. If media and social media causes all these feelings that we as humans do not want, why are we allowing it? Why are we allowing this for our children? Why aren't we doing something better and just insisting that media is honest and fair? Being fair is scary, but being fair is truthful, and the truth will set you free. It'll make us better. It'll make us stronger. It will make us come together as one. Going back to the science of stress, there is a brain bank in Boston. And they have 15 freezers where they have little slices of brains, and they're studying the science on PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. We have Vietnam vets, war vets, all sorts of trauma, rape trauma. There's all sorts of trauma the brain goes through. And they're studying how that trauma affects us, how it's killing us. Stress these days is traumatic. To some of us, it's a war. It's 24/7, it's in your face, and it's killing us. Let's demand honesty. Let's demand accountability. Let's get real with our health and understand that yes, all of this stress, PTSD, 24/7 media and social media, it's all stress that's killing our bodies, and we need to come together so we can put all of this energy and negativity in a better place to make us be a better people. Thank you. It seems really appropriate to go into our Be Kind segment, and that is when I give you a quote, a positive message to take into next week, whenever. Just use it in a positive way in your life. And one of the smartest things I ever heard, of course, came from my incredibly beautiful, highly intelligent, funny as hell daughter that I love so much. She actually said to me one time, if you stress about something before it happens, you're basically putting yourself through it twice. Makes a lot of sense. Thank you. everyone, and now it is time for Style Secrets, and this one I'm really excited about. So I was trying to figure out a way to, of course, reduce our blueprint here on Earth and not have so many cleaning bottles and cleaning supplies and buying a new bottle each and every time. And there's all sorts of different companies and programs out there that I see getting started. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump in on this and try to be a little bit better to the earth. So I went on Amazon and I found this. It's called Jaws. Now this one's blue because it does glass, and then they have kitchen, they have hardwood, they have granite, they have different cleaning supplies. But what you do is you just buy the one bottle, and then this is your refill. All right, so you don't have to buy this each and every time. So you just go to your sink and you fill it up to the fill line. And this is what I love about it. I'm like a science nerd, and so this to me was like a cleaning science project. And the best part is it works amazing. My granite, I've never seen sparkle so much. So what you do, whatever it is that all the bottles are color coded, and your blue matches the blue. It's like Garanimals for cleaning. And you drop your refill in, and then you just put this in, and you may hear it snap. Let's see if you hear it snap. Woo, I think you heard that. And watch what happens when it snaps. It turns blue. And that is your cleaning supplies. So kitchen is orange, granite is gray, glass is blue. So each one, when you refill it, it pumps in the cleaning supplies, and it comes with its color-coded towel. So my blue towel goes with my glass cleaner. So this is what my style secret I'd like to pay forward is the Jaws cleaning system. It's so much fun to refill. Hi everyone, it's time for confidential questions. If you have something that I said that you agree with, disagree with, you want me to understand your point of view, whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you. Subject matter you want me to cover, something I haven't covered, something I have and you feel differently. I'd love to hear from you. Please send me your emails at shannonconfidential007@gmail.com. Thank you. I'm so excited that I officially have Shannon Confidential merchandise. That can be found on redbubble.com. That's redbubble.com. And you can also follow me on Facebook at Shannon Confidential, Instagram on Shannon_confidential, Twitter at ShannonConfide7, YouTube at Shannon Confidential, Apple Podcasts at Shannon Confidential, and of course you know my email, shannonconfidential007@gmail.com. Thank you, and I will see you next week.